a couple months ago, I decided that I want to recreate the Jane the Virgin characters in The Sims 4. Now, I love the show so much, and ever since I knew what The Sims 4 was, I was like, I need to create this family. I don't know why. Some of the outfits that The Sims have like reminds me of what Jane would wear. So yeah, I created him. I originally screen record like literally everything. Me making all the outfits and so on. But the files just got so big because this took forever. I originally started this in February and didn't record back then because I was sick. I did realize how long this would take. Like the entire I really want to do like the entire Jane the Virgin family, and that, if you think about it, is so big. It's so many characters, and everybody's connected. And I want to do like all the four C's and so on. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Hi, editing me here in a very, very bad computer face camera, of course. I say some words wrong. I'm not quite sure why I've done that as a kid. I can like mess up words like really, really easily, just really simple words. So, yeah, don't know why I do that, but that is happening. So, I'm not I know how to say some words, but like sometimes I mess up. So, cool. Bye. So, to get started off, let's go into cast real quick and I can show you who everybody looks like. The first person, of course, is Jane. I try to make like everybody's outfits based on what they actually wear in the show. I just thought that she would wear this dress in The Sims 4. I don't know. And I used like put the sound off when I was making these Sims because I don't really like the sound on in my game. So they probably don't sound as they should. But yeah. I used like a website, I think it was like warontv.net. So yeah, this is her. And this is all for outfits. And yeah, I have like both her and her like short hair and long hair because she has like literally each and every hair color. Not hair color. She has like, short hair some seasons, long hair the others. So yeah, and that's her. And of course, I gave her the family orientated trait, the perfectionist trait, and the romantic trait because she has like her life in order and she loves family, and she is definitely a romantic because she like loves to write. Let me be honest too. Yeah. So that is Jane, and here are more of her outfits. Yeah. And then let's go on to Xiomara, and I gave her the romantic trait, the music lover trait, and the dance machine trait because she sings and she owns a dance studio, or she sort of does. And I gave her the musical genius because she, of course, sings. So I gave her this outfit, and then this is another outfit, and another one, and another one, and another one. Like all of these outfits. They're not loading. Anyway, maybe you should go over the outfits, but anyway. And then the next one is Alba, and she is family orientated, perfectionist, and she's good. And then in one after that is, of course, Mateo. I gave him silly because he's a very silly little kid. And I made him a toddler because he's not really a child yet, but he's a bit older than a toddler in the TV show. So I was like, you know what, toddler. Let's just keep it like that. And then this is Rogelio, and he's not wearing purple in that, but most of his outfits are literally like purple, or have some sort of like purple or pink in them, or I guess sort of blue too. But he's very purpley guy in the film. I think lavender is like his color. He says that or something like that. Yeah, and then I have Raphael, and that's some of his. Oh, and Rogelio is ambitious, um, self-absorbed, and romantic. That fits him perfectly, and he wants to be a master actor. And Raphael is ambitious, good, and outgoing. And then the last one is Faith M. Whiskers III, which is Jane and Michael's cat. And I don't really know that much about the cat, so I just made her, I'm guessing to her in the TV show, affectionate, spoiled, and friendly. You know, normal, not normal cat stuff. What am I saying? Cats are like, can be really bratty and really narcissistic. I know my cat is. She like literally poops on the carpet, but you know what? Whatever. This is a nice cat. So let's go into everybody's family, or not family, friends. So Jorge is, oh my god, I completely forgot about Jorge. I'm so sorry. Jorge, Alba's husband, who she marries, is outgoing, lazy, and good. I made him lazy because of that scene with Jane where she like, and Jorge, where she like tells him off for watching like TV too much and not doing anything. So yeah, so let's go into their friends before I get into their jobs. And so he's friends with Raphael, Jane, Rogelio, Xiomara, Mateo, Alba, of course. And his acquaintances are Louisa, Petra, the cat, Liliana, Manuel. Hi, it's me again. That's not how you pronounce his name, right? It's pronounced Manuel, not Manuel. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Um, yeah. This is what I mean by like me not pronouncing things correctly. Like literally in names and words, like I literally pronounce family oriented as orientated. And fun fact, I can't spell weird. And weird like random words that like are normally easy to spell. I don't know. Yeah. Bye. Which I'll get to it in a second. Baby. Darcy, Michael, Luciana, Cecilia, Melissa. I'll get to these. Some of these are like just happened and they don't actually meet in show. And then Mateo is Xiomara's father. And I had to kill him off. He's the only character to kill him off. And he died by, I think, freezing to death, which I don't think he dies in real life, but like that. But anyway, let's see what Alba is doing. So Alba is friends with Jane, Rogelio, Xiomara, Jorge, Mateo, Raphael. I think she's friends with Petra, and she's friends with Darcy, yeah. Faith, Michael, and then Mateo, of course. And she doesn't like Catalina, Patricia, Melissa, Rose, Magda, Penny for some reason. I think it's because I kept like meeting people like 4 a.m. And yeah, and then Rogelio, looking like that. His friends are Alba, Xiomara, Jorge, Mateo, Jane, Louisa. No, Louisa's his acquaintance. Victoria, Valeria, Baby, Darcy, Michael. Him and Michael are best friends, of course. Raphael, Petra, and Manuel, which is his dad. And then his hatred or acquaintances really our acquaintances are Catalina, Louisa, Anna. I don't know why he's saying Anna. Or Anna or Anna? I was Anna because, yeah. I don't know why he doesn't know Ellie, but. And Cecilia and Mateo. And then he doesn't like Melissa, Esteban, Penny, Rose, Luciana, and Liliana. And then Xiomara, Mateo, Jane, Rogelio, Jorge, Alba, Louise. Yeah. I'm just gonna go down. So this is their people who they hate. This took us so long because my cheats were not working and I don't have MC Command Center. So yeah, these are Jane's friends. And then Raphael's friends. I like went deep into like literally everybody, and I'll show you everybody bigger in a sec. And this is Mateo. Okay, let's go on to their family tree, and then I'll show you everybody else. So if we start with Alba, her sister, yes. So this is her sister Cecilia, and she marries Jorge. And then Xiomara, as her parents are Mateo and Alba, and she marries Rogelio, has baby and Jane. And then Jane has Mateo. We go over to Rogelio's genealogy. His parents are Manuel, Liliana, Xiomara, and then, and then you get into Raphael. Now, Raphael, who's married to Jane, has Mateo, Ellie, Anna, and then his father is Emilio, and his mother is Elena. His half sister is Luisa. Then his mother's stepchildren, which you can't really do in The Sims, are Sinrostro and Derek. Yeah. And then Louisa's mother is Mia, which you can only really see a picture of her in the TV show, but I made her anyway because I had a reference. And then, yeah, I think that's all. But of course, there's the divorcees, which I, of course, have. And everybody's reputation is like really bad because, like, I had to make them like fight, which is like not. I don't know how to like make that go away, but yeah. Anyway, so their jobs. Jorge is customer support because he's the manager of the Marbella gift shop, I think. Alba has the same job, sort of. Rogelio is at the top of the career at actor, or almost top of the career because he hasn't made it to America. Xiomara is a university student, and she was on probation because I didn't make her do any homework while I was trying to make sure like everybody got everything to do. Like all of her friends. What am I saying? So she's a university student. Jane is a writer at level 7. Raphael is, I think, a investor at level 7 because he's like a businessman and real estate agent. And of course, Mateo doesn't have any job. That would be scary. So let's go to the next household. If you hear the ice cream truck, I'm so sorry, but the ice cream truck is going around my house. So anyway, this is Manuel and Liliana, who are divorced. So their son is Rogelio, and then they're divorced because I think Manuel is gay. Liliana doesn't really have that many good relationships because she likes her daughter, but she's not really close to anybody that much. Her granddaughter, I mean. And then Manuel is close to a lot of people because when I looked on the Jane Divergent wiki, it says that he was like good and so on. And I didn't know their jobs, so I just gave them like normal business jobs. So they're both like senior managers, which I definitely like put in. Like if I didn't know somebody's job, I would just put it in. And then Luciana is mean, snob, and self-absorbed. And then Manuel is outgoing, good, and self-assured. And they're his aspiration is soulmate because he wants to, I guess, have a boyfriend and have that. And Liliana is successful lineage. So yeah, and I tried to make their outfits, Jane the Virgin as like true to the TV show as I could, and I will go through them. Or I wouldn't go through them, but because of like time and so on, it could be a bit boring. You could look on the gallery because I'm gonna put these on the gallery. So let's go somewhere else now. Let's go to Cordero, and I included Michael's family because he's sort of like involved in a big, huge family that's huge because he marries Jane and then divorces her. So I thought I would keep him in. Also, he's my favorite character. We love Michael so much. I'm team Michael, like, literally all the time. Raphael and Jane should not have gone together. Or not, yeah, they should have gone together in my book. I don't know, I just never really felt it. I like Michael more than I like Raphael. Oh my god, I forgot to make Charlie pregnant. I'll do that. Because Charlie is pregnant. What am I saying? So let's start with Michael Sr., right? Michael Sr.? Yeah, oh, their landlord is called Michael. Look at that, landlord. That's a girl. The girl name is like very, very unusual. So Michael, he is acquaintances with Charlie. He has divorced Patricia. I think they have a really bad romance. Yes, it's very awkward, at least. And then he's friends with Mike. He knows the Amara. I don't really know why. And Billy, and then of course Michael's dog Bo. And then Patricia. These are all of her friends, peeps. She's hated by a lot of people, but she's friends with Michael. And of course the dog. And then Michael knows a lot of people because of course he's the main character, and these are all the people he knows. Or like knows of. Yeah, of course. And then Jane, he is divorce is a bad romance, and yeah. And then let's go to Billy, who's not really in that much in a TV show, but I include him. These are his acquaintances. I don't know why he's disliked by Catalina. I think that happened off screen when I wasn't doing anything. So yeah. And then Charlie doesn't know that many people either. But she's engaged to Michael. I should make her pregnant. I will do that off screen, and then I will upload her pregnant. Because she's pregnant in the TV show when it ends. And then this is the dog, Bo, who is loyal, friendly, and playful. So their jobs. So his are jobs acquaintances, whatever. His is successful lineage. I didn't know what to put him, so I just put that. I guess he wants his sons to be successful. I put up an assistant manager because I didn't know what job she had. Yes, I also put her as the regional manager, and she's also successful lineage, and she is family orientated, mean, perfectionist, because Patricia Cordero is a little bit mean. I know it's because of her son and she wants her son to be good, but she's a little bit mean with the TV show. And then Michael Sr.'s traits are family orientated. I think they're the same as Patricia's because I didn't know much about him, and then they have a bad romance, so I just put him as mean. Michael is from the world, and then I put him as a detective, which he is for most of the TV show. And then he is a geek. Of course, he's a geek. Like, he's a total nerd. And he's good and he's ambitious. And then Billy, his younger brother, I think. He is chief of mischief. He's very mischievous. He is a coffee stain remover because he works in the, like, during parts of Marbella for the earlier shows. And then he is... Oh, these are his people. Oh yeah, I already went through them, whatever. And then he is a kleptomaniac because I think he stole a car in the like backstory, like Michael's car or whatever. Michael stole a car. He's mean and he's self-assured. He's a little bit like snarky in the TV show. And then Charlie, who is Michael's fiance, who's a cowgirl, complete cowgirl. She loves the outdoors, self-assured, and a maker because, cowgirl maker. It just made sense to my mind. She is an outdoor enthusiast, and she is a freelancer because I wasn't quite sure what job she would be in The Sims, but freelancer made sense. Okay, and then after Cordero comes Factor, who's moved in next door. Oh my god, I love Rogelio's whole story arc and his friends and his family. So this is Esteban, and Rogelio's rival, but he and Rogelio, I think, are acquaintances. But they're like dislike acquaintances, I guess. He's engaged to Darcy. His adopted daughter, really, I think, is Baby. I think. I don't know. In the TV show they're engaged, I assume they're adopted. And then his friend is Luciana, which is Rogelio's ex-wife, and they bond over the fact they both hate Rogelio, and one of the scenes is can't remember which. And then this is Darcy, and this is her friends. Very nice. This is her daughter, Baby, and I couldn't put spaces, so she's like Baby de la Vega Factor. Very long. And this is her panel. Petra is taller too, even though she's a literal baby when the story ends. I could put her as a baby. I'm sorry, babies do nothing in The Sims. Esteban is his aspiration is world famous celebrity. I think that's the same for Rogelio. It's not quite sure. And Esteban is family orientated, mean, and self-absorbed because he and Rogelio don't get along that well. So then Darcy is also a world famous celebrity. Baby does have aspiration, and Esteban's job is superstar at 9. It's the same as Rogelio because they are a competition. And Darcy is 6 at sitcom star because she's in the sitcom business. And I think they're both same as Rogelio, both 3-star celebrities. Okay, the next person is Luciana, which is Rogelio's first ex-wife. And she is a supporting actress, which I think that's her job in the show as well. So she's level 5. She's also a world famous celebrity. And her traits are mean, evil, non-committal because she wants to make Rogelio's life disastrous. She has aligned herself as Esteban, so that's why they're friends. And she doesn't like Rogelio. I'm also quite sure about the other people, so that's why. And yeah, she's pretty cool. I think she actually has a affair with Esteban, but I can't remember. So I didn't put it in. I didn't really put in the affairs and so on because that would just take even more forever. So anyway, this is Melissa. And Melissa is Rogelio's second ex-wife. And this is her panel of friendships. She does not like Zimara because in the show she has hates Zimara with a passion, and she and Rogelio likes her, I think. In the show, I can't remember if he ends up hating her, but yeah, they have a bad romance. Her children are Victoria and Valeria, and she knows Michael. I'm not quite sure why, and she's disliked by a couple of people. Her aspiration is leader of the pack. She is a press agent because I think she manages Rogelio's sort of social media and lifestyle in the beginning. So, yep. And her traits are... Where's traits? Her traits are evil, self-assured, and jealous because she doesn't really... She controls Rogelio, so she's evil, and then she's jealous, I think, because of Rogelio Zimara, because she can't control him. Anyway, so her daughters are Victoria and Valeria, which actually it was really easy for me to... Let's change your outfit to something else. To create them because I just had to duplicate twin. So anyway, Victoria is a teenager and she is mansion baron. Her traits are materialistic, mean, and business savvy. And this is her panel friendships. I think her and her sister have the same traits because they're twins. I don't really know why she knows Inesca, but all well. And yeah, her and her sister like KJ, but then they sort of make up, so that's why they're just only acquaintances. And then her sister, I think, has the same traits, and this is who she knows as well. I don't know who Cannon is, but they're friends. Okay, have fun with that. And then where's her traits? I think her traits are the same as her sisters, yeah. So that is Melissa. She does have a last name in a TV show, so I used the actress's last name, which is Cassiani. So yeah. At least the Jane and Richard Wikia page said that she didn't have a last name. So let's move on to the next people. Okay, so this is Cecilia, which is Alba's daughter, and how I created her is that she's played by Gina Rodriguez, who plays Jane. So I literally just copied her and made her into Elder. So this is Alba's sister, Cecilia Mora. She is successful lineage because she wants her kids to be successful, I think. I didn't know her career, so I made her in business. And then her traits are green famed because I think she marries like somebody who's really like outdoorsy. I think his name's Oscar. Anyway, she's jealous and she's mean. Because she and Alba has a big falling out. She judges Alba, I think, for losing her virginity before marriage. And yeah, this is her panel friendships. And she knows some people, like she knows Yamara, I don't really know how. But her and Alba are acquaintances because they're estranged in a TV show. And then this is Cecilia, who is disliked by nearly everybody. This is her granddaughter. So Jane's, oh my god, Jane's first cousin once removed? Or second cousin? Something like that. She's chief of mischief. She's very mischievous. She is, of course, an assistant manager. I don't know her job exactly, so I put her in business. She is hated by nearly everybody, including Billy, which I still think that's sort of hilarious. And she is kleptomaniac, outgoing, and jealous. Because I think she's a fraud, I think, in a TV show. Can't really remember. So yeah. And she just like messes up everybody. Everybody thinks that she's nice, but then she's like, no, I'm just here to mess everything up. So yeah. Anyway, let's go to the next household. So this is the Solano family. If you don't know who the Solanos, it's basically Raphael's family. Very messed up family. So first we have Elena Di Nola, who is his adoptive mother, and she is a crime lord. Her crime name is Mutter. So she is a public enemy. That's her aspiration, and her job is the boss. So criminal level 10. And she is kleptomaniac, ambitious, self-assured. And then these are her friendship panel. So she doesn't really like Louisa. Rose and Derek she hates because those are stepchildren and they think that she like did something bad to their father, I think. Not quite sure. And then she and Emilio are also bad romance because they're divorced and she like left when Raphael was 4. And so that means that Raphael and her are acquaintances. And she knows Michael because Michael sort of knows everybody because he's a detective. So he like literally knows everybody to an extent. Mia, she hates Emilio. She leaves him. She's Louisa's mother. She leaves him, and then she, because I think she's afraid of him. So she leaves him, and then, yeah, but she has a really good relationship with her daughter because Louise has fond memories of her, I think. And she is an eco-innovator. I don't really know why I put that as her thing. I think I just needed something. I didn't know her job, so I just put her as in business again. And then her traits are family-oriented, loner, and paranoid because she sort of leaves Emilio and she's paranoid about him and there's not much known. And she's dead in the TV show, or I think she's dead, but I decided to, make her alive. I didn't want to kill everybody. I think I like killed Mateo, or the first Mateo. Alba's husband, yeah. So Emilio, his aspiration is fabulously wealthy, He is in business too, but he's an angel investor, so he's number 10. And then these are his friendship panels. He hates Rose because she kills him, and they're also divorced. And then, yeah, he knows of Jane and he knows of Mateo, but he's like, eh. And then he's disliked by Raphael because they do not have a good father-son relationship. And his traits are materialistic, non-committal, and ambitious. Non-committal because he's like so many wives, like, and mistresses, and I literally can't keep count. And he's also, normal businessman. He looks really young, but he's actually an adult. I don't know why. Because in the show, he looks older than that. And then Derek, which is Raphael's half-brother, so Elena's son, I think. He is leader of the pack. He's like a narcissist. He's like what Rogelio was before he became good, I think. He is leader of the pack. He does have a job because he's like a socialite, I think. And then these are his friends. So he knows of Petra because they work together and so on. He hates Elena. He likes Rose, I think, because they're siblings. That's all I have. And then his traits are mean, snob, and self-absorbed, which I think explains him quite well. And then Sinrostro, who's over there, looking amazing. Rose Solano. She is, of course, a public enemy. She's, the crime lord, the main villain of the story. Her job is also the boss, so same as Mutter or Elena. And then her relationships are these people literally hated by everyone except Louisa and Derek. Yeah. And then she is mean, evil, and romantic. I put romantic because she and Lisa as a thing. And I put them, as liking each other because they don't really stop being in a relationship until the show ends. And then Louisa, lastly, of the Solano household, is her aspiration is a soulmate. She's a medical specialist, and I decided to put her in that because that's what I think about when I think about Louisa. She's a doctor. Even though she loses her license, very early on, she's the main point about why Jane gets pregnant. She has a very complicated relationship with all the characters. As you can see, she is acquaintances with practically everybody because of her mistakes. But she's friends with Amelia because they have quite a good relationship in the TV show. Like, he coddles her and so on. So, yeah. And then her traits are clumsy because she gets Jane pregnant. She artificially inseminates her. She's a bit clumsy, and put her as childish because she's easily manipulated by Rose. And then she's hot-headed because, she's a bit hot-headed, I think. Anyway, so let's go back to the last household, which is also Solano, but they're different Solanos because it's Petra's family, and I should change that, but I don't want to. Oh, and the houses are not correlates to their level of wealth in the TV show. I just put them in places that I could put them in, which is why they're everywhere. Because, let's be honest, Rogelio would not live in that little apartment. So yeah, I don't think Esteban would either, or Darcy, because they have quite small apartments. And I also want to build Jane's house because I think that would be really cool. So this is the last one. Oh, everybody's angry because they all hate each other. I love that. So let's start off. So this is Magda, and she is Petra's mother. She pretends to be disabled, which I think that's a storyline. She pretends to be disabled. I hate her. She's one of the other villains, but she's not as bad as Rose, as I hate to say, but she is bad. So she also has public enemy as her aspiration. This is her friendship panel. Like Rose, she's hated by nearly everybody except Inesca, but I think she's hated by Inesca at the end. Literally everybody hates her. Then her traits are mean, materialistic, and evil. She is so bad. I guess she sort of like likes people, but like she's the worst. And then this is Scott, which is Aneska's husband, who's like a hotel manager. He's sleazy too. I don't really like him either. And he is fabulously wealthy. And then this is his panel. So he's like acquainted with a lot of people, but he's also disliked by a fair few. Raphael, Petra mostly, and he and Aneska are in a marriage, what I'm saying, in a relationship, but I think they both die in the show. So after him, we go to Milos, which is Petra's ex-husband. So because I include exes, I of course include him too. He is evil as well. And Scott's traits are materialistic, snob, ambitious. He's so snobby. I don't like him. So this is Milos. He is public enemy. He's also one of the main villains, if you haven't seen it. He's evil, evil, evil. He is a sort of a minor criminal, I would say. He's not as big as Musser or Sinrostro, but he's up there. This is his panel of friends. So he's hated by everyone, including Magda. He's friends with the toilet. I love that. I love that he's friends with the toilet. Great. And he and Aneska sort of know each other. I don't remember if they meet in a TV show, but there you go. And his traits are mean, evil, and hot-headed. I hate him. I mean, he's a good evil main character. The characters in this are so good, even the evil ones, I have to say. But, like, I don't know. He's definitely, like, one of my favorite villains, I would say. So this is Petra, who is talking to her mother, looking very happy. So she's the leader of the pack. She's very leaderly, so on. I love her. I love all the characters in this. And then she is angel investor because I think she owns the Marbella. So she's number 10 in the business career. And then this is her panel. So she has some enemies, definitely. But she also has friends like Jane and Raphael. They're quite good friends because I think she's like his best woman or best man at their wedding at the end. And yeah, so they end up being good friends even though they have a rocky start. And I love her character arc in the show. And then her traits are materialistic, self-assured, and ambitious. She's very ambitious in the show. I love her. And then this is her sister, which again, I just like copy and pasted them. So she literally looks like exactly like Petra. And this is Aneska. She's chief of mistress. She's like this evil character. She's not really evil, sort of stupid, I have to say. She is coffee stain remover because I think she works minorly in the Marbella as like a waitress. And Scott is also, he's in business because he is like the manager of the Marbella. Aneska, other than that, this is her friendship panel. Quite good friends. I don't know why she's friends with Victoria. That's sort of scary. I know I said that last time, but still. And yeah, I don't know why she knows her nieces. I don't think she knows her nieces, but there you go. And then she's gloomy, mean, and paranoid. So bad. And she and Raphael have like an affair almost, and then Raphael found out, so that's why she is despised by him. And she just is despised by everybody. And then Jane, JR. Oh, where is she? She's talking to, what's her face? Magda. Okay. So this is Petra's girlfriend. She is a lawyer, or former lawyer, but I still kept her as lawyer. Where is she? There you go. So she is friend of the world. She is an attorney. I just kept her as a lawyer because, you know, it just works for her. I don't think it's her as like a barista, I think. Or mixologist, but yeah. As what she ends up being in the show. And then she has enemies, so she's despised by these 3 people. And then she has some friends, but she has more as like acquaintances. And then she hates Rose, but everybody does. And her traits are ambitious, self-assured, and good. And then these are Petra's daughters, Anna and Ellie. Originally Anna and Elsa, which is a hilarious joke. You should definitely see that joke if you haven't already. And again, they're toddlers because they're not yet children in the TV show, or would be Sims 4 children, but they're not like toddlers. I could just, they're not that, yeah, but I just kept them as toddlers. I think they're both angelic or charmers. No, they're both independent. Um, they're very independent children. Let me just say that. And this is who they know, or who Anna knows. And they're friends with their brother, Mateo. They're Raphael's kids too, if you haven't watched the show. So yeah. So anyway, that is the Jane the Virgin family tree characters that I recreated in The Sims 4. I hope you enjoy it, and like, subscribe, comment, I think all those things if you want to. And I'll put this on the gallery under my name, which is MorganeDeLacey. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.